Hi YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Sweet and Passion Coffee Break. So what this is a series between myself and Markisha, who is Sweet Papery Treasures here on YouTube. This is a series that we started as a way to make sure that we are crafting and make sure that we keep our crafty mojo going. So this series is every other Saturday. So our next series will be scheduled for March the 11th. And today what we will be sharing a technique using your embossing folder. And this technique is basically where you use ink and a brayer inside of your embossing folders. Markisha will have a tutorial showing you how to do the technique. So make sure you check the description box below and go to her video, and she will share what she created as well as the tutorial. Also, we're starting a new thing on our series called Call Out Round. And what that is, we're going to be calling you guys out. We're going to be calling out some of you crafters to create a card or a project using one of the techniques that we showcase. There's no particular deadline for you to do a VR response, just whenever you get a chance and whenever life settles down for you and you're able to get it done. You know, it's just a way to get others involved and participate in what we're doing. So you have to tune in because you never know when you're going to get called out. So to start this off, or to kick it off, I'm going to call out someone to do a project showcasing the technique that we're going to be sharing today. And I'm going to call out Erica, who is Scrap Diva 29. I'm calling you out, girl, to create something, a card, any kind of project using your ink and your brayer tool inside of your embossing folder. And make sure you tune in to Markisha's channel, and she will share with you how to do that. I cannot wait to see what you create, Erica. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started, and I'll share with you the 3 cards I created using this technique. But before I do that, I want to share with you guys what I'm drinking on this morning. This is what I'm drinking on. I'm drinking on the Starbucks Frappuccino, and this is the caramel, and this is so good. I decided to just put this on ice. So you guys grab your coffee, your tea, your Frappuccino, whatever you like to drink in the morning, and come see what me and Markisha have created. So let me share with you guys. Let me take a sip of my Frappuccino first. Oh, I love that. That is good. One more sip. All right, let's get started. So let me share with you guys the card I created, the first card I created. So here's the first card, and you can see the ink on that embossing folder that I use. When you use this technique, there's not much you have to do for your card. You know, the ink and the embossing folder basically do the work for you. So I'm going to share with you the embossing folder that I used. So I've had this embossing folder in my stash for a while. This is the name of it. And I am absolutely loving the 3D embossing folders. They are fabulous, and I've been enjoying using these. This is my first time using this one. So I'm quite pleased, and you can see how very pretty and elegant this card looks. You can see the ink. I used some Stampin' Up ink in the background and put a sentiment in the front, put a nice little bow in the center, and voila, you are done with this card. So we're just trying to do techniques. This is not a new technique by any means. But you know, it's just a way to start doing different techniques and pulling out things that you have on hand and just enjoy crafting, basically. So that's all I did for this card. I haven't completed the inside. I just left it blank for when I'm ready to use it. So that's the first card I created. Here's the second card. And I decided to go with a somewhat, a baby theme for this card. So what I like about this, you can see the technique. So this is super, super cool. So let me share with you the embossing folder that I use. I use this embossing folder, and this is called the Gingham embossing folder. You can see that. And what's cool about this is you can create your own gingham pattern for your cards. So that's what I super, super love about that embossing folder. If you don't have any gingham paper, just get out your embossing folder and some ink and create your own gingham pattern paper. So I used the La La Land filigree corners dies there. I used a baby paper stack. I'll leave the name of that in the description box below, and it had this cutout here. So I cut that out. I put it on some cardstock, heavyweight cardstock, and inked around the edges, and then cut it out, and I used some Winkle Stella. I did the same thing with this tag. I put it on some heavyweight paper, and then I inked around I didn't ink around these edges, and then I cut it out. I put a stamp here that says baby. I also included an eyelet, and used that as an embellishment for my card, and put some ribbon. But I absolutely love that gingham embossing folder to create your own gingham pattern paper. So that is super, super awesome. And again, I left it blank in the inside, for when I'm ready to use it. I also used some of these little light blue gemstones there to decorate it just a little bit. So I love how that turned out. And I'm loving the blues. I noticed I used quite a few blues on these cards. And so here's the last card. I decided to go with, somewhat a baby theme again. But this can also be used as a birthday card because it has like a birthday cake in the back, that tag. So basically I went with the same format for this card as well. And you can see I changed up the color to like a creamy caramel color. That's also a Stampin' Up ink that I used. And I love how that turned out as well. So those are the 3 cards that I created for Sweet and Passion Coffee Break. You guys make sure you follow us every other Saturday. Make sure you are subscribed. We will be having some giveaways along the way. Also hit that bell right next to the subscription button so you guys can be notified of our videos so you won't miss anything. And Erica, I look forward to seeing what you create since you got called out today. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.